So this level down here represents is $4,412. Now, I didn't place this blue line in any particular spot here, laterally for any particular reason, but that's the number, that's the place that the market would go on the downside and have to stay above that level. So 4412, as long as we're closing daily above 4412, and really at this point not even breaching it, as long as we're above it, the market wants to go up to somewhat significantly higher prices. It wants to get up into the 4485 level as an initial target. It also wants to go up as high as 4495 to 4500. And so I'll just draw in 4495. Additionally, if I may say so, and again, because all the conditions are not quite there, but we told you we'd give you something, so this is it. This run, if one other condition existed, I would be able to say with perfect certainty that we would be up at 45.19 to 45.20, so that the move that we're in process right now would not only hit these two targets, but also complete the 45.19 to 20 level. And that's relatively quickly that the market would take care of this. If this is not the case, if they're not going to do this, then they're going to come down pretty hard and they're going to be below 44.12. Now, those of you that have seen our last three forecasts, most of those have been for over 100 points of movement, and all of them were correct. If live, the ones that we've done here, this one is only a little different because we have to have a special date, like Tuesday, that we have this on. And on that specific date, all the conditions may not be in place for us to have a full square principle forecast. So I can tell you with a pretty good amount of certainty that during this week, if the market isn't able to get going and get above the current levels, like we just made a swing high here of 66.75, if we're not able to do that, it's going to conversely come down very hard and will be below this level and be testing very important levels down below. With our normal way of putting this together, we would have a completed forecast, meaning that everything is in place. This one has a couple little bits, one or two bits that are not there. So I'm just giving it to you as the way that we have it just at this point, which is that with continued daily closes above $4,412, the market should continue higher into later this week, like Thursday or Friday, and complete the numbers that I showed you on the upside. Otherwise, they will show their hand to the downside and in a pretty vicious way to the downside. That will be that portion of the forecast wouldn't be there if all of the bits and pieces were in place. But right now, they're enough in place for me to at least give you this indication for the move up. Those of you that were in the room today know that we were talking about the next important target. This was early in the morning that they would get up to 67 to 68 today. And they did. They got up to 66.75. And you know about the other part of the forecast as well. So we'll see. We'll let them put this together. And I'm knowingly putting this out saying, hey, under this one time, because the last three, the conditions were just right for us on Tuesdays. This one, we don't have all the conditions, but it's still, there's enough there for us to put something together.